Well, hello and welcome to our Shabbat service for week 7. Believe it or not, it is already week 7 of 2020. You're here in the beautiful Temple of the Ten Commandments at a magnificent Yadu Scout reservation, and we're so happy that you could join us. Please remember that as you watch our service at this point, please put your name in the comment space below, your name and your troop number. If you see anything different, we're always asking, why is this Friday night different from all other Friday nights? Everything is different. If you pick up on the difference, please put that in. That way we know you joined us. And those who have will receive a small award at the end of the season once we've tallied up and let everybody know. So shout out to all of you who have joined us so far. And we are going to go ahead and begin our Shabbat service. This is where we
Oh, hear my prayer, I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you. Oh, hear my prayer, I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you.
And we're going now to proceed to lighting our Shabbat lights. יתרומם ליבנו תשובב נפשנו בהדלקת ner shel Shabbat. May our hearts be lifted, may our spirits refresh, and as we light our Shabbat candles. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat. We give thanks to you, Holy One of blessing. Your presence fills creation. You have sanctified us with your commandments and commanded us to kindle the lights of Shabbat, the lights of our souls, the lights that we need to brighten our world. And now, this is a moment that you have all been waiting for. This is where we remove our Torah from the ark. It is early in our service, but like I said, why is this Friday night different from all other Friday nights? So we're going to open our ark. We're going to remove our Torah scroll. We're going to open up our Torah scroll. I am going to grab our pointy pointer. So we are honored this Shabbat. Our two people who are holding our Torah scroll are none other than Mama Rabbi and Patrick Dalton, who has worked with an excellent team all summer long to be able to bring you all of this wonderful programming that you've seen on the Yahoo Network. So if you haven't tuned in until now, or if you're just starting to tune in, go back and look at all of that wonderful, wonderful program that has been produced for you. So this is our Torah scroll. It is written by a person called a scribe who writes it with a special ink, and therefore we never touch it with our fingers, because if the oil on our fingers erases a letter, then we cannot use this scroll until it is repaired. So we use a pointer. I have a large number of pointers that have been created for me at Yahoo. This is a very pointy pointer, and it is made out of bamboo. Again, it was a gift from somebody who came here and, just like you, attended services here at the Temple of the Ten Commandments. Now, here you see the Ten Commandments, right here. Right here. Now, every week on Shabbat, the Torah is read, section by section. As you know, the Torah, the scroll, contains the first 5 books of the Bible: Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy. And in order, the Torah is read week by week. So a different section is read week after week after week. However, here at the Temple of the Ten Commandments, we only read one section of the Torah. And I'll let you take a quick guess what section that is. And if you said it's the it's the Ten Commandments, then you are absolutely right. Why? Because we are at the Temple of the Ten Commandments. And so we are going to read the Ten Commandments right now. אנוכי אדוני אלוהיך, אשר הוצאתיך מארץ מצרים מבית עבדים. לא יהיה לך אלוהים אחרים על פניי, לא תעשה לך פסל בכל תמונה, אשר בשמיים ממעל, ואשר בארץ מתחת, ואשר במים מתחת לארץ. לא תשתחווה להם ולא תעבדם, כי אנוכי אדוני אלוהיך אלקנה, פוקד עוון אבות על בנים, על שילשים, ועל רבעים לשונאי, לעושה חסד לאוהבי ולשומרי מצוותיי. לא תישא את שם אדוני אלוהיך לשווא, כי לא ינקה אדוני את אשר יישא את שמו לשווא. זכור את יום השבת לקדשו, 6 ימים תעבוד ועשית כל מלאכתך, ויום השביעי שבת לאדוני אלוהיך. לא תעשה כל מלאכה, אתה ובנך ובתך, עבדך וימתך ובהמתך וגרך אשר בשעריך. כי 6 ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, את הים ואת כל אשר בם, וינח ביום השביעי. על כן בירך אדוני את יום השבת ויקדשהו. כבד את אביך ואת אמך, למען יאריכון ימיך על האדמה אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך. לא תרצח, לא תנאף, לא תגנוב, לא תענה ברעך אין שקר, לא תחמוד בית רעך, לא תחמוד אשת רעך, ועבדו ואמתו ושורו וחמורו, וכל אשר לרעך. I am the Lord your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage. You shall have no other gods before me. You shall make no idols or graven images of anything that flies, creeps, crawls, swims on, over, under the earth or in the waters below it. You shall not bow down to them. That means you shall not pray to them. You shall not worship them. Why? Because I am your God, and if you did, I would not be a happy camper. Honor your father, and we'll get there. You shall not take the name of God in vain. Why? Because if you did, God would not be a happy camper if you did that either. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shall you labor on your blue cards and your merit badges and do all of that work. But on the 7th day it is Shabbat. You shall do no manner of work, not you, not your tent mate, not your pet dog or rooster or chickens or anybody in your family or your tent or your household, not even your next door neighbor or your best friend. Why? Because in 6 days did God create the heavens and the earth, the seas and all that are swims and lives within them, and God then did rest on the 7th day. And therefore did God bless the 7th day and make it holy. Honor your father, your mother, and your scoutmaster. It says it right here. In order that you should live long and prosper on this land of Yagu that the Lord your God has given you. You shall not murder, commit adultery, steal, bear false witness, or covet anything that belongs to your neighbor. Not his blue cards, not his merit badges, not his fire sticks, not his Lamborghini, and not his Maserati. Nothing shall you covet. If you want it, work for it and earn it, because you are totally capable of doing so. And there ends the 10 Commandments. So we're going to roll our scroll back up, just like this. So we are going to continue our service with 2 special prayers. One is a prayer for healing. So if you know anybody that could use a little bit of extra healing energy, please hold them now in your thoughts right now as we go through our healing, our Mishaverach prayer. Mishaverach Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Le'imahoteinu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach Imoteinu Mekor HaBracha La'avoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, And so, we're also going to remember those who have passed away at this time in years past, those recently departed. Anybody that you know or are thinking of who is no longer with us. It may be a friend, a relative, an acquaintance. We're going to hold all of them close. Hold them in your heart, hold them in your thoughts, hold them in your spirit as we say our prayer. It's prayer of healing as we remember them. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah v'almad divarach yerutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael v'agala u'bizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam u'le'olmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei v'kudsha b'richu le'elah min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata ta'miran v'yalma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlom mara b'amir shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'bromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru, amen. May God, who ordains peace on high, bring peace to those who mourn, comfort to those who are bereaved, hope and healing to our troubled world. And we all say, Amen. So, we're almost done with our service, and it's worth talking a little bit about our Torah and a little bit about some of the weeks to come in the Jewish tradition. As some of you may know, we are coming into the month where we celebrate our Rosh Hashanah, our Jewish New Year. And one of our prayers for this Jewish New Year is that it be filled with light and filled with goodness and peace and health and hope and healing. Think of all the wishes that you would like for this new year. Whether you celebrate it or don't, think about it. There is a new year coming. We call it the birthday of the world. In our tradition, it is the day that the world was created. And we are taught that God actually looked into the Torah. He consulted the Torah, which means light, on how to create the world at the very beginning. So we really can say that the world was created with light, and that our job is to bring light to the world. Now, how do we do that? We do that in many ways. One of the ways that we do that is a special evening of study and prayer. It's called Slichot, that happens on a Saturday night just before Rosh Hashanah, where people gather to say special prayers and hopes and wishes for our new year. And those prayers are said, believe it or not, at midnight. Why are they said at midnight? Because we are taught that midnight, when the world is quiet and darkest and stillest and at its most peaceful, that's where our hearts and our spirits and our minds are most open to reach toward heaven. So, before this Rosh Hashanah, we are going to gather at midnight. Many of us are going to gather at midnight. And we are going to say those special prayers. We are going to express our hopes for our new year. That when this world gets recreated one more time in the new year, and it literally gets a brand new world. It's like the world is created every day, recreated. It's a brand new world. This Rosh Hashanah especially, the world gets remade, recreated, reborn. Right? We too have that power to make a total difference in the world. How do we do that? We do that by doing a good turn daily. You know that phrase. By an act of random kindness for someone. For doing a good deed, whether somebody asked for it or didn't, if you see an opportunity to bring a little bit of light into someone's world, this is the time of year. Grab that opportunity. You may notice that the days are getting a little bit shorter. We here at Yadu can see that. If you've been here for our Monday night dress parades, you may have noticed that by week 6, week 7, week 8 maybe, those moments, that Monday night parade is getting darker. The light's not so bright anymore. And so, as these days get shorter and shorter and shorter, it's all the more reason for us to bring light. Much of what we are going to talk about is about that. Bring light to your world. You are scouts. Your job, as we say the scout oath, the scout law, really is about bringing light to the world. We call that tikkun olam. We call that fixing the world. You know that there's a lot of work to be done. And you are the people to do it. So, let me wish you a Shabbat Shalom. We're glad that you are here. And please stay for another few moments as we listen to our closing song, just like the one that you heard at the very beginning of our service. The song is performed by Eric French, who is an Eagle Scout and who earned his Eagle Badge, who became an Eagle Scout right here in Yadu. So, once again, Shabbat Shalom, and we're going to
Oh, hear my prayer, I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness, and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you. Oh, hear my prayer, I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you.